acting like I was frozen for about a minute. Hello. You guys, you got me? Ladies and gentlemen, RC Pilots Lounge number 139. I think I should be coming through. How are you? Let me know. Guess what wanted an update last minute? The software. We'll do a little roll call here in a minute. What a day. We just got in. We just got in. Eric Quinn, Eddie K, David Yourself, Jeff's Custom, Dan Zimmerman, Race 22, Ignacio, David Snyder, KBRC. It's going fast, y'all. I'm not seeing the comments. Sorry. Air Marshal, Eddie K, Love RC Boss, 223, Ken Sprouse. Yeah, it's so fast. It's so fast. Jim, KBRC, David Yourself, Vito, Mike SSI. All right. Aaron Phillips, Paul McNeil, George Watts, P51D fan, Jeff in Lower Alabama. What up? Just wing it. Can you hear me now? There we go. JS, hello. Love RC gonna fly his air tractor tomorrow. Right, what's happening? Roach. Pilot Jerry, Barry Campbell, Jet Tech, Don, Randy, what's happening? Pellegrino, Eric Tennant, Race 22 crew, Jeff's Custom. Ping Pong, yo. Pops, Mary Boozer. Got the Dynam PT-17 together today. Definitely the nicest Dynam he's ever assembled. Nice. Sean Gallagher, what's happening? Jordan Dole, John Graham. You know what? Tonight, I don't know. I'm going to talk about the flights today, and I really anxious to look at the footage. Hangar 51, Kenny, what's up? I really want to look at the footage today. Jay Landa, William in the Great Northwest. Michael Noland. Very cool. Harry Thunderwhite. Yeah, we flew the Arrows F-15 today. Flew the... Let's go over that. Jeff got his PT-17 out. Nice. Yeah, man. So, will the Dynam GB handle 4S as it comes out of the box stock? What's the ESC in it? 50? You know what? It's made to be a 3-cell plane. If you do upgrades on the ESC and things like that, I think you're good to go, but I would be a bad steward if I said go 4S on it until it was proven to be okay. Somebody might know. I tell you what though, once you hop it up, it can take the rigors of 4S G-forces. Bobby's GB was ripping at the end of the day today. We ran out of daylight, so we didn't really capture it. Boss 223, did I miss you in the Zoom, man? Were you in and out before I got in there? I think you must have been. What's up from Muncie, Chucky Freebird King? Yeah, sorry, Greg, I got no more than that for you. Airvexed, what's happening? So I'm going to start in order with the day. So just getting back out after weather keeping us away. So got some projects to get done. Flew the Bigfoot Ready to Fly, which was awesome. Wasn't that crazy? That Bigfoot Ready to Fly? The second clip on to just finish the battery off, full flaps and just dead stick with a headwind that was like elevator. I mean, I dead sticked it. It took it. I did it like twice. My best stall landings ever were like hands off.
I haven't seen any RC stall landing. It was like a helicopter.
So let's talk about that Bigfoot Ready to Fly for a minute. So now they also have a plug and play Bigfoot, which we've done videos on. You guys have seen them. And then now they offer a plug and play that's got that vector stabilization. But they have a ready to fly as well that comes with a 2200 3S XT60. The video will be coming out soon now at this point. And a little nothing radio. On that radio, there's an auto level kind of freak out button. It's a switch, you know, toggle, which does just, you know, if you're upside down, it writes it. And then there is a flap switch. So there's stabilization on all the time. If you freak out and flip the switch, it'll auto level, much like the safe stuff we know. And then flaps. So knowing a high wing stall style of airplane, most of us know that the nose is going to pitch up when you deploy the flaps. So most of us are mixing that out with some down elevator, things like that. Well, this doesn't have that. It's a ready to fly radio, so I'm going with what I got. So I was thinking that when the auto level was initiated, that when you dump the flaps, it might level it. It still doesn't. So if you have any speed at all and your flaps are deployed, whether it's half or full, you have a nose up situation on your hand, which gets wobbly, right? So the only way to fix that is give it some down stick, get out of the speed, and, you know, put your nose down, flatten it out a little bit. Because with any speed, it was just climbing and nose was really high. So full flaps, starting plenty high with that plane, and it was just basically landing by itself. And that was just with regular old stabilization. I think I did one with the auto level too. It's fun. So Bigfoot ready to fly video coming really soon. Then we flew, what was next, Bobby? Did you fly that P-47 next? Oh, the O&P Challenger. Was that next? Yeah. So put a couple packs on the O&P Challenger and, you know, shakedown stuff. Trying to, actually, and I'm playing with this AR-637T, so if it was oscillating, I would land it and dial back the gains. So the Challenger from O&P. Then we must have been the P-47, right? And then Grand Cruiser got some stick time. What else, man? Grand Cruiser, and then I know we both flew Hunters pretty much off camera. The F-15 from Arrows, we both flew a few times. That was awesome. Super windy though and nasty though today. Earl, man, and there's another container coming like Monday or Tuesday. You know. So then there's one thing we flew we can't talk about. And then, yeah, Grand Cruiser, Challenger, F-15, Bigfoot ready to fly. I got soft tires on the Focke-Wulf, but it didn't get a chance to get up in the air today. It'll go out tomorrow. GB Linden, John Graham, Earl, Orchestra Nation. I know I'm missing folks. I saw some folks. Noons, what's happening? Sergio Campos, yeah. B-25. I feel like it's inevitable that Tug Hills, I thought I saw in here. Leo 123. All right. Yeah, I really appreciate being able to mix those kinds of things out of an approach a lot. But as a ready to fly, I would say the Bigfoot, and I said in the video, if you're learning, stay out of the flaps. You know what I mean? until you're really ready to flirt with what appears to be stalls. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna answer my wife. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard to drive in here now. Nope, I have not flown the Robarts yet, but I cannot wait. I almost want more runway for that, just so we can really savor it. But, yeah, so that's what's happening. I flew the maiden flight on the F-15 with 4,000 smart battery, just a 1/4 inch back from the front, and all the ordnance. And then the next flight on a 3,200, basically in the same spot, no ordnance. That was so nice, cleaned up, especially with the wind we were dealing with today. But so I got an AR-637T in that F-15, which is awesome. So I got one position that's safe if I want to show that off and talk about it with you guys. And then second mode, I suppose they call it, is just AS3X. And then the third one is no gyro at all. So it's still my dual rates, which you got to stick around to the end of the video to find out what those are, because I forget right now. But I'm putting that stuff in the end of the videos these days. The rates, what my gains are, that kind of stuff. I forget what it is I was flying those on now. But yeah, the F-15 is awesome. Video will come out soon. Honestly, I know they're waiting on a shipment of more F-15. So the first batch went pretty quick. The Hawker Hunters are gone too. So I hope everybody's enjoying those. 4 to 8 miles an hour. Yeah, man, we are going. I told my wife, I was like, you're not going to see me till Monday, because this weekend is the first weekend where we can get anything done. It's a hobby, but for a lot of us, we've taken on the work aspect that goes along with delivering content all the time. Dustin Gable, what is happening? Man, somebody go get me a coffee. Dang. Isn't there like a Grubhub or somebody? Man, I will buy if somebody flies. Let's see, I'm sorry. Bosch got your NX8 going. Very cool. So talk to me, dudes. What's happening? What is happening? How'd the week go? Man, I mean, we've been outside all day. Like, I am out of sorts. It got cold on us. I'm trying to see what do we got newsworthy going on. Any new crashes online? You guys want to talk to me about those YouTube shorts at all? Because I know it's weird, different content, and it looks crazy. The shorts are designed to be watched on mobile devices, which is why they're filmed vertically, and that's what that's about. So it is YouTube's attempt to compete for market share with TikTok. So vertical format. Usually when new features roll out on YouTube, the folks who take advantage of that benefit. So I'm playing with those shorts a little bit. So I know you're seeing some things that maybe you've kind of maybe seen before in another way. And the idea of those shorts is they exist to reach out more than necessarily entertain those that are already in your community, right? So I think I'm trying to position them as a little value nugget, or it's either a value nugget or it's entertaining like a crash, and folks who aren't already familiar with the channel come across these shorts, which are getting loads of attention, even though they're not even legitimately rolled out in the American market for YouTube right now. So anyway, nerding out a little bit. That's what that's all about, though. And you can get the same kind of stuff if you're following on Instagram and Facebook anyway. But I have been paying a little attention to that new feature about to roll out, and so that's why you guys see those shorts. So if you like to support the channel, whether or not you like those little short videos or not, watch them. You know what I mean? Watch those shorts. Watch the, go to the channel from the shorts. Like, give it a like, comment. Those kinds of things are very helpful. Paul McNeil's going to maiden an F-86 tomorrow, the free wing one, my friend. Yeah, Tug Hill. I mean, that's all you have is a minute. Yeah, and I can take it, Francis. I mean, you got to have thick skin to do this still. But yeah, that's why you're seeing like a little down and dirty throttle cut situation or that kind of thing. Full Send RC Productions. What is happening? Any Warbird bomber recommendations? Chip Mitchell wants to know. So, guys, answer Chip. What do you think about Warbird bombers? What's your best? As long as everything tracks the way it was originally intended, Barry Campbell, there will be a video on Thursday. Thursday, released 11 Eastern time video. So that usually coincides with a release at our friends at Horizon Hobby. So that'll be cool. It's not what a lot of you guys have been pining over, but still cool nonetheless. Emilio Rivera, what is going on? You gonna freeze your fingers off tomorrow? BD Tennessee, what's up? Yeah, Lee Davidson, and that's pretty janky. And the way the copyright stuff works, like people are just stealing TikToks that aren't even theirs and posting them as shorts. But it's if somebody gets a bunch of traffic doing this. I mean, really kind of dishonest. I don't think that's the intention. They're just trying to get views, but it's not their content. But if you get a lot of traffic off of something like that, and let's say people go back to your homepage and you've got nothing there, or it's just an identity crisis of a channel, it ain't going to matter. The market's going to dictate anyway. Like whoever is really... People want to beat algorithms and all this stuff. Like yes, you got to do some SEO and kind of follow some of the protocols to benefit, but mostly don't stink. Like videos that people want to watch and watch more of than not is what wins the game. And that's just with anything. RC Addict, what's happening, David Wilson? Did you blow something up, boss? Yikes. Tug Hill says, smash the like, dudes. Dollar Bill Clinton in the house? If he doesn't say so himself, what is happening? Yeah, I haven't been paying much attention to see what Easter eggs and what little slips and stuff might have been let go out there in the ether from the fine folks at Horizon. So I'm gonna not get into any kind of hints. Yikes, boss! Blew up a battery, man. You want to see that huge husky dog again? The airplane? We can bring out the airplane a little bit. Just wing it, man. The red scat. What'd I say, red scat? The Red Cat Gen 8 does not come with a battery. All you need is a 2 or 3S battery with a T-plug Dean's connector, and you're in. It does come with the radio, the receiver, the ESC is all in the truck. They're really nice. Bobby's been customizing his. I've got mine customized a lot actually right now. I've got an interior in it, just a body shell to cover up all the electronics and stuff you see through the clear windows. I'll be doing a more in-depth video on what I've done in my Gen 8, but CCXRC, one of our Surface friends, has a green Gen 8, and then our friend RC Girl has one too. And she's been doing those videos and social media along with Tony at CCXRC and tagging BitGo because that's where they come from. So best 1/10 value out of the box. That price, when you compare it to other 1/10 scale crawlers, is pretty nice. Eric Quinn wants me to review LX Models Warbird. They got to take a number, man. Listen, I'm not junking on LX really hard. Maybe a little. But I haven't had any. It's just things develop a reputation. It takes a while for them to lose that reputation. But if they want me to feel good about it, they need to get me one. Because I have so much sponsored work that I have no business buying something that just doesn't have a spot in line, There's just, if I can get through it all, I'd definitely consider it. Like, I've always wanted to do that big P40, to be honest with you. But LX. Somebody said get an LX and give it hell.
I wouldn't mind getting a big B25.
I wouldn't mind either, but time is the deal. There's so much sponsored work. Just wing it. Yeah, lipos. Lipos, my friend. I mean, Bobby probably does. Don't you sell lipos with T-plugs on them?
Yeah. Yeah, I got some Gen
Gens
Ace.
Ace 3S. You don't have any 2S, really.
No, I have 3 and 4S.
But yeah, he's got 3S, 4S, but it won't matter for that. But 3S Gens Ace 3300 T-plug.
Or 2200.
Or 2200. On a crawler, you kind of want the weight, but I mean, the runtime will still be fantastic on a 2200.
Yeah. I run a Gen Ace 3300 in my Red Cat, in my Gen 8. 3S.
Massis Belts, what's up? Mike Hagan wants to know, plane without flaps, do I use elevator to slow down after landing? Yeah, you're going to want to pin the elevator if it's not too soon, yeah. Man, it goes fast. Hunter Yoakum, what is happening? Nice. Flying the P-51. Did I say thank you for the super chat? I'm sorry if I missed you. I can't remember. I think I saw it. Mike XYZ, man, you'll have to stay around to find out, dude. Just subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and who knows. We're very fortunate enough to work many, if not all, of the new releases with at least most of my favorite companies. There's some that we don't do, but it's just because they have not. There's just no relationship there, so that's why nothing happens with Banana and Hobby King. And it's okay. I got plenty to do with the guys I work with now. It's awesome. And just wait, you guys. Man. Just wait. Is RFI still possible with DSMX? Are you talking real flight? I think so, yeah. Eric Barker, you know, you have to just wait and see. I'm sure, I mean, Horizon's got a lot of stuff on the horizons. So if you watch back, there's an interview right here on the channel. It was a Thursday night special edition Pilot's Lounge where Jason Merkel from Horizon Hobby, myself, and Dave Marshall had a discussion about products, the future, the technology, the radios, things like that. And I tried to ask him a lot of questions that I thought you guys would want answers to. And so really, I urge you guys, I thought that was a great show with Jason. We've done a few with him, but the most recent one with Jason, if you look in the podcast and live streams playlist, you can go back just a few and check that out. Yeah, some of the lights are off here at the warehouse, Michael Sherman. It's been a long day already. Oh, Sergio Morales. Yeah, radio frequency interference. I don't know anything about it, but all my Spectrum stuff works just fine. Yeah, Horizon on the horizon. I didn't even try. It's like, you know what? That word's perfect for what I'm talking about. Ah, nice, BD Tennessee. They said in a stream 2 episodes. That doesn't make sense. They said in a stream 2 episodes. They mentioned they're gonna be doing some ultra micros again. Cool. Jason's popped in the chat this evening. He says you'll never see an ultra micro EDF from us ever again. So yeah, and definitely not as soon as this week. Dang, man. Y'all, reading between the lines is not very hard sometimes. Yeah, that thing is fun. Nope, HSD Cessna goes out tomorrow, and so does the 262. I want the F-15 back out, and I got the soft tires on the Focke-Wulf that I want to give a rip as well. The Little MiG's a good time, boss. All I got to say is whatever it is, pretty tough.
Yeah. To say the least.
Pretty tough.
To say the least.
Just, and go again. Very fun. Very cool. Get your peanuts. Get your popcorn. Cold beer here. Popcorn. Peanuts. I ain't got it. Joe Habib, what's up? Speaking of ain't got it, there's some new videos out there floating around. One of our favorites had an unfortunate incident with an aircraft today, and it was definitely rated R.
It was out of whack.
It was a shame to see, but the color, I mean, it's there, man. That's a good. That was definitely interesting. Don't watch it with the kids around. Victor RC, my weather is not bad. I think it was in low 40s today.
I was 43.
The high was 43, and we got out there, and then we're packing up in the dark. So by then it got pretty chilly. JT83. You know what? I guess I would look at if I didn't know, because I don't have AS3X on my P40, just because I don't. But I love that stuff. But I would look at the gains for like their E-flite P51 1.5 and use that as like a baseline. There were planes I flew today that I definitely toned down the default gain settings on the AR637T. I thought it was a little too much gains, but again, it was so stupid windy. Yeah, we went out, so it was 40 degrees, and nice, Jason. Yeah, I was on that 850. We're doing some more tomorrow too. You guys playing guessing games a little bit, Air Marshal. Masses boxing belts. So, do you look at the hobby more as a business or enjoyment? When it becomes a job, is it still fun? Yes. There you go. Yes. Everything. I mean, mostly enjoyment. And the business part of it, I enjoy too. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? So, I've said it before, I feel like a really good in the middle between the business side and us who are obsessed enthusiasts of the hobby. I mean, if you're nuts about the hobby, and a lot of you guys are, that's why you're here, like this, I'm in a sweet spot, right? It's because I was obsessed about the hobby and also okay to work. You know what I mean? Listen, most people are content, and I get it, to just go out there and fly them and not have to worry about all the other stuff. But I don't mind all that other stuff. And because I really am passionate about the hobby, with cell phones and with online, it's easy to obsess over it all the time. Even if you only get to fly once a week if you're lucky or something like that, you know? So, yeah, the business, and it's all one thing for me. It's hard to separate it at this point. So the answer is yes. Do you look at the hobby more as a business or enjoyment? Yes. When it becomes a job, is it still fun? Yes. And it's not a job. It's an awesome side hustle, you know? That was never about the hustle in the first place. That's just how it turned. You know, you say yes to opportunities, and they lead you places. So that's really what's up. It really seems to me like no, you don't plan these things. They just kind of happen. And you're either okay with it or you're not. So I'm okay with it. If I missed anything, guys, say it again. Yeah, you know, the one thing, I mean, the wind is a drag just because we want to make really good videos. We want to make really good videos with solid landings and not always have to feel like you're saving it or pulling it off. Because we fly in some stuff that's nuts. That's the difference about work, too. But I'm better for being pushed. You know, these things are a lot, I mean, they're new to us usually all the time. So yeah, I wish I could do multiple videos on the same thing more often. Paul McNeil, yeah, I'll do more lives from the field and stuff. Again, man, when we're there and it's 40 degrees or 29, there is not a whole lot of extra you're trying to do. You just like really got to get the work done. And which I enjoy getting the work done. But yeah, like in Florida, I definitely went live because it was warm. I don't mind screwing around like that. What's up, George Nelson Felix from Buenos Aires, Argentina. JT83, that's really nice, man. He says, having a guy like you to look up to and learn from in this hobby is the reason why I got into it last year. Much appreciated. Keep doing what you do. Thank you very much for that, man. I hope y'all know I don't take it for granted. I feel like at any moment the rug could be yanked out from under me. At any moment. I've always felt like that. I felt like that when I was at Motion. So I don't let up. I do long for more time to deliver even better content because I know what I want to do, but time restraints make it a thing where you do just have to kind of get through it. And it's been like that for a long time, so it's easy for me to keep doing it that way. But I'm in a funny mood, guys, tonight. I got to be real with you. So I apologize. Bob Turner, man. Here's the, I should have been in politics. So here's my answer on the A10. If you are a fan of the innovation that we're seeing in the foam market of the hobby, you cannot deny the impact of the 1700 millimeter free wing A10. Pretty awesome, pretty big. These are like benchmarks, and I feel like the timeline of the evolution of like foam aircraft market, right? So I like it when those benchmarks are hit. For me though, I think it's a great plane. I had it, I made the videos on it. They're still using my content at Motion for those A10s. But I like the FMS one the best for me personally because I like bigger. It's instead of a twin 80, it's a twin 70. It only takes one battery. Flight time's the same, but it flies so much lighter on the wing. That's my personal favorite. But the E-flite twin 64 is the next best choice for somebody. If you don't, you know, of course the Freewing one is more money, and then the FMS one is less, and they get smaller in size, and then the E-flite Twin 64 is less. I think if you watch our videos, we had fun with every one of them. So the Twin 64, we got to work it out and did a handful of videos on it, and I think there's good tips in there. You haven't had a bad A10 yet? Yeah, they're nice. And 4000s, 3200s, all the way back, full rate on that Twin 64 was where it's at. You can't hardly mess up the FMS one. It benefits from the size. I feel like on the wing loading, it really will slow down. And then, again, the Freewing one is definitely hitting a benchmark, but to me it's heavier than I think I want it. But it's a great, it's a great jet. So no, not a lot of FPV. I'd like to do that. I want to do that new DJI thing. Looks awesome. And I never got a chance to fly the Ultra Micro A10. That gray one. The gray one. Olsen Aviation, that's cool, man. I hope you all get what you come for, you know? You know, one thing that keeps people pushing forward, if you ever wonder where ambition comes from or drive, I think a lot of times it's, at least for me, like I say, I always feel like the rug can be pulled out. Like I gotta deliver something, you know? It's weird, dude. I gotta be real. Show number 139, Pilot Ryan is not fine. Listen to him, man. I'm being like nuts. I just talked in third person about myself. Yeah, I'm tired, yo. RC Girl, what's happening? Good to see you.
All out of whack.
It's all out of whack. RC Girl in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, nice to have you in here. One of these days, guys, we're going to probably get Haley on here. I think when we're going to interview her. She's been flying airplanes. If you're into the crawling scene, her shit is super dope. I just said it. I didn't mean to, guys. I'm sorry. I don't usually do that. I didn't mean to at all. It's that dope. No, like legit though. If you're into the crawlers, the mods, the upgrades, she does a great video to document all the things she does to so many of these really nice rigs. So, and she's been learning how to fly over the last few years and stuff. So that's fun to watch too. Good to have you here. If you guys are into the surface side of things, or you're in that beginner place with the flying intermediate, and you like to see where people are in their journey, like she's a fun channel to watch. I definitely advise you to check out RC Girl on YouTube. Her Instagram's lit too. I'm glad I didn't say AF. The funnier thing isn't that I said it, but my reaction when I caught myself. So funny. I mean, you know how it is on some channels. It's just flying all over the place. But anyway, sorry. Let's do it. Yeah, I knew today was going to be super busy for me. I almost reached out to you earlier, Haley, to work out this weekend, but it passed me by. And I knew we had the first good weather in forever, and so today was a full day of filming out of the field, and tomorrow's going to be too. So yeah, we'll get it. I'm looking forward to it because you got the Big Go Hobby Gen 8 crawler. And I want to tell you, she just did the Yellow Trojan. She did the Hobby King Corsair. And we've all been there, man. She worked it out, though. So fun. It's always fun to watch good videos. And like being a YouTube person myself, it's like you can tell when you watch a channel that not only is like, this is good stuff, but like they got the package down. Their whole way they step is dialed in. So kudos. Paul McNeil in the house. Jono Edwards, what's up? Airvexed Micah says, not sure if I heard your comment on the F4. It's discontinued, and Jason said on Facebook that they are not going to upgrade it. Watched your video, but curious on your true thoughts. Should we be upset? I missed a whole lot of that, except for what I just saw just now. So, if they if you're asking me if the F4 from E-flite is discontinued, if that's a shame, I would say that's definitely a shame. I don't know if that's what you're asking me. It's a great jet.
I mean, if you want big scale, bulky, free, but it's heavy. That
Yep.
flight F4 is awesome.
100, can you guys hear him? Probably not. So, you got to get over here if you want to be in it, dude. Dude's like eating supper. We just got back. There was a customer here, man. I mean, Bobby never quits, dude. There was a customer here, man, that Bobby made sales while I was setting up the show. I mean, it's nuts. Waiting at the door, man. Right? Man. So, yeah. The F4 from E-flite is the easiest flying foam F4 that's out there. The Freewing one is nice, no doubt. And I think maybe with those retracts, a really good choice for rougher fields. But it's heavier flying, and you need to be more skilled to handle that one. But as far as the mixes go and everything, they're pretty much spot on. Like I noticed that in my E-flite F4 manual, it didn't call, either I missed it or it doesn't call for it at all, up elevator mix when the flaps are deployed. And this is just from my experience with the Freewing one, which took a lot of upmix with the flaps being deployed. I was surprised that it wasn't in the manual for that E-flite F4. So after I did the videos stock by the book, I did another video where I show you I'm dialing in the flap to elevator mix. So it's pretty good. Let's see. The market has spoken on the F4. We're bummed about the F4 being discontinued. It really is awesome and far more practical than the 90, but the market has spoken. Sales have all but dried up. So if you want one and you see one, pull that crazy buy button trigger. Where is this place? In heaven, man. RC Heaven on YouTube. PilotRyanMedia.com. Air Marshal, what you talking about? Millennials. Man, guys, it goes so fast. Sean Forster, who makes the best P-51? I want speed and presence. E-flite 1.5. All day, air day. Air day. Air day, air house. Man, I need a big old chaw. Air day. I think you can mix some of that stuff together pretty good. So, yeah, Sean, E-flite P-51, dude, all day long. I got a bunch of videos of it right here on the channel. And that's what we do. We make videos and we want people to watch them. It's like it's a secret. You know? Please watch another one. Please watch another one. See you in the next one. Comment, subscribe, like. It is really what makes this YouTube machine work. That's why everybody asks for it. Because you need it. We need it. So thank you. Yeah, check out the videos, man. Links in the descro. That's a new word, by the way. Because I'm tired of saying description. Links in the discro. To my friends, to my hanger rack community, to my people who show up here every Saturday night, even though we don't promote this show publicly, like we just know it's going down. 9 o'clock Saturday night. Let's get it. Show number 139, man. Click the link, dude. Somebody talking about the paint? We're modelers, man. If you don't like it, it's easy to change. So if I miss something, don't get mad. Say it again. Jelonius Angelo Lopez. What is going on? I hope I didn't mess up your name too bad. Mason Jackson in the house. Paul McNeil likes ultra micro airplanes because they are daily flyers. What's cool about them now is, man, they're just set up already. You flip the gear switch, there's your safe. I didn't even know that till Bobby showed that to me on the Timbers we did a while back. Get her done. Let's see. Roach is going to make the trip up to Indianapolis next weekend to get his 90mm F4 8S bird. Nice. Difference between Spectrum DX8 or NX8, which is better? It's going to be very similar interface, but the NX8 has definitely got some benefits above the DX8. You just know it will because it's new. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I'm sure Air Marshal might chime in here. I mean, you've got being able to do updates over Wi-Fi is pretty sweet. It's just going to be more feature rich. I'm loving this NX10 I'm using. What's up, Pterodactyl? Yeah, that P-51. Yeah, man, I love that P-51. The blue is not my absolute favorite, but boy, it'd be easy to fix if I was worried about it. You know? All you gotta do is make it olive drab, and you're good to go. Yeah, Paul McNeil, she's got a great channel, man. You know, A lot of folks are really working hard to put out good content, and if they're driving you to links in the description, there's a good reason. This is a labor of love anyway, so being able to get commissions is very nice. It's a super nice gesture. I mean, guys, we all were doing this anyway before monetization was ever a thing. So you know, you love it, but it is nice to get, you know, compensated for your work too. Especially once people want to, you know, recognize the power of the community and keep you in the product. I mean, it becomes a trade-off. Brian Smith, I'm not sure. I probably will not go to Jet Jam. I'm not sure, but probably not. I'm definitely going to the Pilot Ryan All Electric Fly-In though, Bobby.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so. You want to go?
Yeah, I think I am.
Awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And then Muncie has the Neffy show at the end of August, which is going to probably not be, I know, right, GB, me and you both, 2012. Yeah, the end of August, and then the Pilot Ryan Fly-In. I think it's just a big old invitational. You know what I mean? There's going to be so many YouTubers and viewers and fans and friends at that show. It's going to be pretty neat. I can't wait to see our footage from today, man. I was rocking the NX6 until I got the NX10. I think it's a great radio. The NX8 I'm sure is awesome. I'd probably be getting rid of my DX9 because I don't need it. I gave the NX6 to Flaps. You guys, he finally got that the other day. I want to thank you guys for that. I mean, the community. Boss 223 going to Muncie. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Dan Zimmerman. Paul Poberezny's. Is that the Mustang you're talking about? Paul Poberezny family? My grandpa used to fly with him in that one at air shows back in the 80s. Kevin Cisco, links to so much in the description of this video. One of them is to the website where you can find out all the details and how to sign up and where it is, the Pilot Ryan Fly-In. So it's in Mulberry, Florida, May 12th through 16th. You can rent tents. There's loads of sponsors that are donating raffle prizes and all this kind of stuff. So check out the link in the description to Imperial RC Club. You might have to scroll around a little bit, but you'll find the Pilot Ryan All Electric Fly-In. Then you can click in and see what's happening as far as tent rental, hotels that are closed, directions, where it is, contest director, contact information, pre-registry, the whole deal. Let's see. Michael Bear, it is going to be neat. Jordan says he'd like to see that P51 in a different color. Also, love the Blondie scheme on my 1.2. The Blondie scheme is pretty choice. Tim Smith, end of August, you guys should be headed this way for Reno Air Races. Oh, man. That'd be awesome, but I'm going to be in Muncie. My hometown. Ha. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big show. Yeah, man, I remember Ethan mentioning that Flaps was trying to shop for or save up for radio or something. I thought it was like the 27th. When are the dates for Neffy?
27th and 28th.
I thought it was the end of August, but yeah, that's what I thought. But we're really worried about Florida right now, so yeah, Florida's going to be awesome. I'll never. I'm glad they asked me to do it. I'm honored. It's kind of wild, you know what I mean? But I mean, that show is nothing without y'all coming. Trying to catch up, guys, in the chat. 133 people, it looks like, in the room, and I'm sure there's a bunch of lurkers, but there are lots of comments. And I'm doing the best I can to keep up. Jenny Sue, Miss Kitty, New York, you fly RC? Welcome, if you do. If not, probably got to scoot here soon. Just got my NX10, still have to get registered and set up models, transferred, etc. Super easy, even I can do it. Pilot Jerry RC. Oh man, that's a bummer. Wildcat. Ever get near Virginia Beach? When I was in the Navy, I was really close. I was in Little Creek. I see, Pilot Jerry. Michael Sherman, yeah, I don't know, man. We put in a big day outside today. We're probably going to end this one earlier than usual. And I want to get ready for tomorrow. It's going to be another capture day. So we've got a lot of content to get through and dump SD cards and get ready for tomorrow. Who works this hard? You know, come on. I think a lot of events are going to just plan on, it depends who's putting on the event. Like when an event is tied to a corporation, they have to be really extra careful these days. It's all about optics. So some events, until restrictions are off all over the place, I think I can see companies not wanting to, I mean, maybe be sponsors, but not really showing up in force to events. I mean, look at this Pilot Ryan fly-in is because Joe Nall was canceled. 100%. That's why. The guys in Florida wanted to do a show. I'm sure they were all looking forward to going to Nall, so they just did one in their backyard. And the Imperial RC Club is no stranger to throwing good events. So if you check them out, I'm sure you can scroll back and see a whole lot of things. Engineering, Joe. Engine rooms. You're welcome, Paul McNeil. Cubby 1469 says, you just read my article in Model Aviation. Are you talking about the E-flite P51 or the one from the other day where it's just a little question and answer interview deal? Either way, I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, they couldn't get another picture. They got me all motioned out. So, you guys saw this? I think it's the last page of...
It depends on how you read a magazine.
March. I was looking for the date. So the March issue of Model Aviation Magazine with the name chain. Everybody name chain tonight. There's a little I am the AMA, Ryan Ramsey, YouTube influencer. Simple little Q&A with Jay Smith. That actually reminds me. So the 15th, check it out, guys. If you're an AMA member, you should already be getting this magazine unless you're a total skinflint. I think it's just part of the membership. But yeah, Model Aviation Magazine, I do some articles every now and then. I know I used to do a lot of, before I did YouTube, I did magazine reviews. But lately, with restrictions and stuff, I've done a little bit more work again for the magazine than I had in a handful of years. Because we had the plane already and we could help Jay get some projects done. So I actually wrote an article on the E-Flight P-51 Mustang months after I had already done the videos and stuff, because we of course had some of the first ones out there. But I'm gonna be on AMA Air Show the 15th of this month. Oh my goodness, it's 9 days. So March 15th, AMA Air, I'll be on the show with the usual suspects, the guys they have at, I say MC. Who runs the show for AMA Air? I can't, Matt Ruddick? I think, yeah. And then Jay Smith is going to be on there as well. So he's the senior editor-in-chief of the print, Park Pilot, Model Aviation, and also I'm sure the digital version of the magazine. So we're going to be on the show together talking about some things, and I invite you guys to check out the AMA on social, guys. They're trying. They're an organization that's been around for a long time. There's a lot of people that have to agree on things before they take steps. Huge membership base must be considered when they make decisions. So, but I want you to support them. I talked to Jay. I talked to these guys. I talked to Dylan Carpenter, and follow them. Follow them on social. Engage with their stuff too, because they are ambassadors for us. I mean, you've got, I think, some of the slickest voices to represent the hobby in Washington when dealing with the FAA are, to me, obviously the AMA, Horizon themselves, although they're never going to pat themselves about it on the back about it publicly, and Flight Test, and you. Every time there's a chance to make a comment, do not be cynical. This is my AMA plug right now. Don't be cynical. When you get a chance to make a comment, do it. Because out of all the stuff that was going down a while ago that seemed crazy, like, wait a minute, what? It was like 54,000 comments or something came in that interjected reason into the situation, and mostly let them know how powerful, how loud the voice of RC enthusiasts is. So don't be cynical. Take advantage of that opportunity to leave comments when we get them. You may not think it's a big deal, but it adds up. And every time that I was reading some of the literature on the last kind of correspondences we've all gotten about FAA regulations and new language and things like this, one thing it seems like the FAA always mentions is like those comments, like 50, that was impactful. So don't let up. When we get a chance, or if there's a need to make comments, I want to personally thank every one of you who does. Keep doing it. Don't be cynical. Don't be lazy. Get it done. I'm telling you, it was obvious to me after remembering the earlier discussions, what was being proposed seemed definitely overreaching, and I'm sure is probably still in regards, especially depending on who you ask. I mean, it is what it is. So it was obvious to me when you're checking out the last correspondences pertaining to this subject that they had been listening. So I like that. That's necessary. That's how we're going to keep it from being too silly. I was glad to hear how it went. Page 7. I don't think I've looked at this. Do you know why? Never mind. Paul McNeil It's not going to be anytime soon. I still have a bunch of models on there, and I've got some models that were pretty fancy to set up that are going to leave on there for a while. If I get rid of stuff, it won't be over the. I won't do it here on the stream. Man, I mean, I tried to do a cool thing and give away that NX6, and I got people getting mad at me the other day. I'm just like, I'm not going to do it publicly. That's why you'll see me do giveaways through the other channels. I think Dave's RC gives away a hundo on Pilot Ryan Media every month, and some of you other guys that celebrate milestones have been able to do that too. Wow. Yeah, the insurance is a huge benefit. I think nobody ever really wants to think about bad things happening, but that is truly one of the great benefits of being a member of the AMA. Now, I think that you must be flying on AMA sanctioned flying fields for that to work, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So, I mean, if you're out in the middle of like nowhere, you're probably still on your own. I don't know how the insurance works when you're not on sanctioned property. Let's see. I got you, Tugs. Paul, you know, if it happens, you'll be the first one I reach out to. Yeah, good. The one thing I thought was really powerful about the approach Flight Test was able to make with the FAA was how many people are flying that aren't members of a club flying at places that are sanctioned. So it's like, that's overwhelming. I mean, it's kind of, I hope the FAA is overwhelmed with the reality of how many people are truly into this hobby and how many people it would affect. I've always said the people who are going to benefit from using the airspace should be the ones who incur the expense for using it, not us who are just goofing around flying in circles, you know. Sean Gallagher. Yeah, man, you doing Jet Jam, dude? What's up, Fred Barron? Jeff in Lower Alabama says he knows a guy who hit a van at an event. Yeah, Flight Test had so much data. That had to be huge. I thought it was. I liked how they did that. That was neat. And when that last round was going on, where they were calling for comments, that first giveaway I did, one of the stipulations was you had to make a comment and send me your email confirmation to enter. So, just in case you didn't think I was serious. Oh yeah, most clubs totally. I've never been to a club that didn't want you to have the AMA. They have to require it to be able to have that insurance. You say it's anywhere? I wouldn't think it would still apply if you were flying somewhere you're not supposed to be flying. I don't know. Huh. That's even better if they do. But the rules, if you're flying somewhere you're not supposed to fly, is that you're not supposed to fly there. So who's liable then? I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you can fly wherever you want and you're covered. But it seems a little too good to be true. But I'd be glad to be wrong. Oh, yeah, that's rough. What, boss? That you're covered everywhere? Paul McNeil, man. Now, I'm not going to talk about it right now. You'll be first when I'm getting rid of the DX9. You'll be first. I'm not going to do that now. Yeah, Sean Gallagher, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That's awesome. Apparently that insurance is good everywhere. That's cool. I still think you need to be at a sanctioned field to expect any good out of it, but cool. Yeah. Yeah, the park flyer, that's probably under 2 pounds of an airplane, which it's hard to find an airplane unless you're going really small that's under 2 pounds these days. What's up, Joe Valdez? Jackson RC Aviation. Eddie K says his understanding is AMA insurance picks up what your homeowner's doesn't. What's up, Discover RC? Got it. Yeah, I keep hearing this, you guys, so this must be what it is. AMA does cover anywhere as long as you abide by the rules that have been set. Crazy, but I just read this in the AMA mag last month, I believe. Airspace is... Say again? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think so, but great. That's great. Airspace is regulated by FAA, takeoff and landings by city regs. AMA covers you as long as you follow the law. You guys are all saying the same thing, so I can go with that. Well, that's great. It's got to be, yep, it's got to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean legal, but you're able to, it's allowed where you're flying. If it's not allowed where you're flying, you're on your own. Like if you're breaking the rules, then the AMA is not going to cover you. Pilot Jerry charging batteries for tomorrow. We're going to have to do some of that too. Henemichi Zakaragi. I hope I said that right. Hello to you. Yeah, don't crash an RC airplane at an airport because you're all of a sudden within the parameter of bad behavior. So you guys been watching those little tiny uploads? Are you glad to see them, or you feel ripped off when I put up those little short videos, guys? I want to know. John Graham says not as long as they don't catch you. Yep, we're just chilling tonight. Next week will be the 13th. And then the 15th, I'm on the AMA show. I think next week we might try to get Haley in here from RC Girl. Air Marshal, what are you doing next weekend, dude? Is 8 channels enough for a YA 39 with thrust vectoring? Probably not. Thanks, David Snyder. You guys like them? Cool. Short and sweet. Mickey B, what's up, man? Good to see you. What, man? What was it? What are you working on that had me pretty pumped for you the other day, Mickey? Some cinematography, maybe. I don't remember what it was, man, but I was like, yeah, that's bad. To the bone. Thank you, John Graham. Thank you, Fred. All right, Ken Sprouse, do your thing, man. Yeah. He's giving me accolades for how I'm pronouncing some of these names. I do my best. You know, sound it out. Brian Brissett, what's up? Thank you for that. Thank you guys for the feedback. And if you like them, a lot of you guys are commenting on them, so appreciate it. Give me feedback in the comments of those little shorts. Like them. Engage with that content if you want to help support the channel for free. Nothing. No clicks, nothing. Just watch and engage. That helps all of us channel people out. Yeah. You know, I figure there's a couple ways to go at those shorts. You know, little value bombs and also little just entertainment. You know, I feel like you got a short little time to kind of let people who don't already know or follow the channel or RC at all what might be to offer in a community of people who are doing RC. So, I don't know. Hopefully they work. Discover RC says, I like them, Ryan. So how do I land my P51 if I put the wheel on the surface transmitter? If I only... You've got upgrades on there. That's how. That's how. Funny guy. Michael Nolan says he could watch me crash every day. You can on YouTube, man. That Corsair crash is pretty epic too, man. The Flightline Corsair crash saga that I have back on the channel, that was... I tell you what, you want to see somebody super bummed out after crashing something? It was so obvious. I mean, I think my shoulders sunk to my knees. I was just bummed so hard. Color grading. That's right, you were messing with Lutzes and stuff. Are you just digging into Adobe? Isn't that what you're using? David yourself got a room at the Best Western Inn, Mulberry, Florida for the fly-in. Awesome. Thank you, Cubby. Yeah, I'll have to find somebody that's funny then, if you want comedy. I don't know anybody that's funny. Funny looking, maybe. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Funny, I've noticed most of my flights while learning are shorts. they didn't last past a minute, huh? Mine were that way too. Dude, Bobby K's Trojan crash was a shredder. He tried to fold up the wings on the GB tonight and it held up.
I literally tried.
He totally tried. And then the P47 took it too today, with the speed. Let's see. Want to see Bobby K snap more wings off. I got a video coming out from Florida where I was flying Wesley's Focke-Wulf and I snap rolled that battery right out of its spot. And then the landings were kind of hairy after that. I'll be putting that video up pretty soon. We got a lot to get through now. Let's see. Yeah, the surgery was awesome. Yeah, Ken Sprouse. There's a handful of videos on that Flightline Corsair. I did I think a really nice how to fix a foam airplane video off of it. And then we took it to the hospital. Then there's the crash itself, and then there's a redemption flight. Like, I've got a handful of videos on that Flightline Corsair. Thank you, Captain Photon. Captain Photon says, follow Pilot Ryan on Instagram. Like items, square hole, square peg, square hole. So, like items is how they unload these containers, and then you just work it like that. Actually, there's a lot of product that's been gone sold since it's come in. It's condensed quite a bit. So there is, Bobby's got a container coming in next week. It's going to tighten up in here. It's going to tighten up in here. Follow TNRC. What's Bobby doing tomorrow night? You'll have to, hopefully you're plugged into the BitGo socials. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, community tab, things like that. Turn on your notifications so you won't miss it when Bobby makes announcements about when he's going to go live and stuff. Yeah, writes us, says a beef stick video. Give Pilot Ryan a thumbs up. Y'all, says Discover RC. Yeah, thanks, Dad. Yeah, Bobby's still working out a time, I think. I don't really know what's going on with that. But stay tuned to BitGo. Figure out when Bobby's going live. I mean, that was his first one, and it was awesome. So, wherever it ends up landing, make sure you support him. There's so many shows now. It's kind of hard to keep it straight. TNRC, you say you're antisocial. Are you anti-social media? It's the best way to keep up with your peeps. I mean, listen, I don't care what people had for lunch, you know, or what they think about other things. But RC, man, you guys got me. You got me. RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, dudes. If you're doing Facebook, that group is on fire, and it's all because you guys are posting and sharing what you're doing. It's really good. Tim Smith, no Dominoes, because we got Jersey Mike's on the way here. You did not get a notice, boss, when Bobby went. That's the thing about YouTube. It doesn't, you guys can turn them all on and you need to, but it doesn't always work out. So that's why Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that is what's up. Oh, from today? Sick. Good? Yes. Multiple camera FPV Red Cat racing soon, Tug Hill's asking. Man, sounds like I need a production staff for that. Man, I'd love to. We need to get that speedometer thing, GPS, ready to go, bro. That Challenger was awesome. That's the first time I've flown a stick. Balsa stick, or any stick other than a slow stick. Those are neat. Total sport plane.
If you got it like super low on ailerons and everything, it's a good little trainer too.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
I had to dial back those gains twice, and I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I figured you would. I thought you'd be dialing back the race a lot.
So I'm new, you know, I like those 637Ts, but I want to do better than just, okay, it works. I want to get them dialed in, like the numbers, you know? You don't get notified a lot. It kind of depends what you, so YouTube's thing is they think about what you want to see. So if you don't watch a lot of RC content, you may not get notified on RC channels. I never seem to get notified when you go live in the Facebook group. Is there a trick to get that notification? There might be. I know on Instagram, not everybody knows it, but you can turn on post notifications for your favorite people you want to follow. So whenever they post, you know. So there's a few people, places that I've got turned on for my Instagram notifications. So even right here on like home screen, it's gonna have I'll have notifications from those people. And Facebook owns Instagram, so you might be able to tap the 3 dots and see if you can turn on post notifications as well. Or I don't know if it's one of those things where you not only can you like the page or the group, but you can also follow, perhaps. I'm not sure. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Facebook has changed since I first started it. Before groups, it was pages, and that was pretty awesome because you'd follow a page and that stuff would come up in your news feed. But now you have to kind of go places on purpose, it seems like sometimes. Let's see. I have not been on here to check much today. You guys, I gotta take this. Nigerian prince needs my help right away. All he needs is my bank account information, and I'm gonna be a millionaire. He's got all this money, doesn't know what to do with it. All I gotta do is send him my bank credentials, and yeah, like $3 million. Doesn't even know me. Can you believe it? And wants to like send me $3 million. Like it, they like me. They really like me. It truly is my lucky day. Let me send over my bank account information right away. Done. Scammed. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Let's do this. All right, dude. Seriously, it's going to be an early one for me. About 10 minutes and I'm bouncing. Throw it on me, dogs. Paul McNeil wants to know what time is Bobby's show on Sunday night. You guys got to ask Bobby, man. He's still trying to figure it out. I wish I knew. I'm sorry. It was his first show. Planes for everyone. What am I missing, you guys? Coming to America 3. There you go. Yeah, I put the, hopefully the Falk Wolf is going out tomorrow. I got those soft tires put on today. And we brought it with us, but didn't have time to fly it. But the 3-pointers are where it's at. And I proved it to myself in Florida. So ready to do a dedicated video with it. One more time. One more time. I just like flying that thing. Oh man, Lyndon Stewart all the time. You know, seriously, you got to watch out for the older people in your family, people, because so many of those scams seem legit. Like at this point, a lot of us just know. I have 3 email accounts. A lot of us just know how to. Okay, yeah, that's baloney. Or I'll get an email that says something's all crazy at PayPal, or this huge transaction is going through, whatever, right? And they want you to click in and through their email to nefarious places and get scammed. Well, first thing I do is I get out of there and go to my PayPal, make sure everything's cool. They'll tell you stupid stuff like your email account is about to like expire or whatever. You know, I can see where people who aren't more savvy are getting fooled. So look out for the older people in your family or next door to you. Like if they've got any questions, none of these people that you work with should be asking for your social or your bank information and things like that. It's like, just don't. And don't click links in those shady emails. Look at the spelling, look at the punctuation. And one trick I do too, I'm sorry guys that we're talking about this. One trick that I do too, if it actually looks pretty legit, because there's a lot of fake FedEx, fake PayPal, fake Microsoft, fake everything. But if it looks kind of legit and you're not sure, I will hit like forward, like I'm on act like I'm writing them back or, forward. So when you do that, then their real address like shows up, because their fake address or heading will say something looks legit, but then the real like email address is completely goofy. It would never be Apple. It would never be PayPal. It would never be whatever. Yeah, the email addresses, punctuation, capitalization, word usage, proper text or proper context. Tense is what I mean. Past, present, future. Yeah, man, when I hit forward, the email address tells me right away if it's baloney or not. Hey, Ryan, did you have an elevator to flaps mix on the Mustang? I'd have to watch the videos to find out. But I guarantee I set it up by the book. So if the book called for it, I did it. I cannot remember, though. Yeah, right, GB? The logo. Yep, misspellings, bad grammar. Logo's fuzzy. Ah, thanks, Barry. Learning something every day. There's a TED Talk where a guy really had a laugh answering a bunch of spam emails and then set up like a bot to like troll the dude forever. It's pretty good. He's like a British dude, so the accent, of course, makes it better. It's just hard not to pay attention, right? But yeah, it's a TED Talk, and it's like what happens when you answer spam emails. It's actually worth the watch. The dude's a comedian or something, and he's got a lot of like really funny videos, to be honest with you. Jeff says, don't even open them. Delete them and block them. Well, I gotta open it to know what it is. Yeah, I know. George Watt says he goes all in every time there's a scam email, and he always uses David Marshall's credentials when he does. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Love RC, you ain't kidding. Love RC had to block all of his father-in-law's calls, his mail sent to his wife, take his computer away. He had almost given away his entire retirement and signed up for a lot of crazy stuff, it looks like. James Veach. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. Charlie Marchioni, what's up? You're a young guy, aren't you, Charlie? Welcome back, man. Ken Bird, is that anything like the 1999 RC plane advertisement? A little bit. I tell you what, sometimes that looks like good content, you know. I watched a guy who bought it was a $30 Traxxas X-Max. $30 Traxxas X-Max ad on like Facebook or something.
I'll take 3.
Yeah, give me 4 or 5. Dude bought one. The X-Max is huge and it's like $900. Dude ended up with a thing like this for $30 that I wouldn't have paid 10 for. When you know RC, you just know not to buy the toy stuff if you want to use it more than once. Discover RC. BitGo Hobby keep emailing me. Is that a request? You like getting emails from BitGo, don't you, John? Discover RC's in here, Bobby. He probably likes getting emails from you, packages. Be checking out Discover RC. You should see some BitGo stuff, I think, popping up. Yeah. Philip Alonso, what's going on? Get it done. And when you do, click the stinking links, dudes. Guys like me and Air Marshal now's got a website. GB's got a website. Everybody gets a website. Oprah's handing them out. But guys, those cost time and effort. You know what I mean? Use those sites. but use mine mostly. But I'm kidding, kinda. But use them. We're paying to maintain them. I'm paying someone to do mine because I don't get in there and mess with it. I just have it done. But support those things, man. Click the links, dudes. Especially if you're shopping anyway, man. It's just that extra little bit of consideration that doesn't cost you nothing. It's awesome. Captain Photon says Bobby stalks him daily. He has text proof. Never stop the RC. Never stop the link clicking. Please. I see some of what goes on. It's like, how'd you not click on somebody? Justin Warden, what's going on? Kenny, don't talk like that on my show. He says, I prop and slot F-22. That is LOL. That was 1S, is what he really said. But it sounds better when I say, I prop and slot F-22. That is LOL. 1S. The Dynawalko is a nice plane. Yeah, they cost money and time, man. Friends don't let friends click other dudes' links. Photon didn't say that, but he could have. Friends click friends' links, absolutely. Captain Photon, it is not stalking if you text him back. Are you putting together the Dynam Sky Trainer or the Sky Strainer? Which one? Because one's a C-47 and the other one looks like a Cessna 182. Doesn't it? Or am I thinking of Scout? No, Sky Trainer. Yeah, I don't think BitGo doesn't ship to Canada. Is that right? Do you? Ken Bird keeps getting held up on the website. Says it's not shipping to Canada due to COVID border customs. What?
I haven't heard of that yet.
Riff Raff, what up? Congrats on the article in the AMA magazine this month. I hope all is well, brother. I recently got a new X-Max Kaiju and LMT. Nice. Fantastic, man. Those are all good trucks. Seriously, John Graham, where is my coffee? I need an assistant. See, y'all think Bobby don't work for me, man. If Bobby was my assistant, he'd have been back already with coffee. Bobby's his own dude. Haha, the Sky Strain is the C-47. I knew it! Cessna or Cessna? Which one is it? Pilot Ryan was the first show. What do you mean, Paul McNeil? Like live stream in general? That's true. It doesn't mean much, but I think he might have already, Tug Hill. Yeah, a lot of times it's a 3-hour show. It's going to be 2 tonight. So about 15 minutes, dudes, and I'm on bounce. I appreciate you a lot. I got to be honest, like when the weather's bad, it is hard for me because I like to get stuff done. I like having videos. I like having engagement happening. You guys, so many of you really do a great job of supporting those videos by just watching and commenting and all that stuff. I know I probably can speak for some of us other YouTubers where it's like you don't want to have to do calls to action for what seems simple things all the time, but you really kind of need to because people will forget. I'm sure I do it too. Like I'll watch a video, like the whole thing, like I'll enjoy it and forget to give it a thumbs up or something. It's like it's so easy to do. Yeah, I'm not sure they have coffee at Taco Bell. Says nah. Jersey Mike's is awesome. It beats Subway's butt behind a dumpster and leaves it for dead. I mean, just really good. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's not in the chat. If Bobby's not in the chat, he's probably not seeing what's happening, Ricky. JT83, thanks for coming by. All you guys who are members of the channel, you're just above and beyond what I hope from everybody. Thank you so much. It's you know, it's an honor, and it always blows my mind. It always blows my mind. Ute has flown every day in 2021. Holy smokes. That's awesome. Thank you so much for everything, JT83. Have a good one. Hanger rats are loyal. I like it. Tugs. Firehouse Subs is pretty good. Their bread, though, underwhelming. But the subs are pretty good. I like subs that I can still drive and eat without, like, completely wearing the thing. Everything is a big deal with the algorithms, love. These guys, and myself included, put a lot of time and effort into this stuff, man. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. I mean, dude, I don't even know how many videos are on my channel, but it's a lot. And I made 400 more somewhere else one time. That's crazy. That's a lot of videos. And think about comments and questions and answers and all of that stuff. And the little social to support it, you know, if you do some Instas and Facebook in. So, yeah. 65 of 65 days. Nice, you. Nope, you're right, Dave. That's what I mean. You are not driving and eating a Firehouse sandwich because it's like a soup sandwich. You need a spoon. Penn Station's pretty good. I'm like, okay. Are we losing the stream, guys? Is it kicking me out? I just saw a glitch. It's all out of whack. You get a ticket for distracted driving while eating behind the wheel? Not around here. Where's that at? You get a ticket for thinking the wrong thing these days. Froze for about 10 seconds. Holy smokes. Well, guys, if it goes, we're gone. Yeah, Adobe Premiere is awesome. If that's what y'all are talking about. I've been using Premiere forever, and I'm sure I've never scratched, I've barely scratched the surface. Baloney. What's crazy, if I played Minecraft, I could be, though, Tugs. That's what's crazy. It is a labor of love. You're not making $1 million doing YouTube videos. That's true. But it'd be okay if I were making $1 million. Maybe I should play Minecraft. It's not about the money, but it's nice. My only complaint now is time. I want to do more, and I want to do more better. But it's like second job after work for years. And it's cool. That's how it is for most people. It's a little difficult sometimes for me, a pill to swallow. I almost had full time, man. It's tough. I've been close to the sun. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not holding back too much tonight. I'm a little surly, man, a little agitated, to be honest with you. And I'm sorry. Other stuff. But like, Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. I want it, but I don't want to rely on it. You know what I mean? So, get you some coffee, says Brian Chambers. Stop at the gas station on the way home and pick up your Starbucks. Yeah, it's getting to be like past that window of opportunity where it's like 11 o'clock. Do I go get coffee? I'm not getting coffee now. It's too late, but I should have had me some. Hot dog water with coffee grounds. There you go. I tell you what, it's getting really good now. We're talking about bologna, fried bologna sandwich, Tennessee steak. Isn't that what they call it? Thanks, GB. For real, freaky fast. Jimmy John's has one thing that makes their sandwich amazing. It's called Kickin' Ranch, and they refuse to put it on the sandwich for you. You got to buy a cup of it and put it on yourself. It's hilarious. Just put it on a sandwich, man. I'll pay for it right there. Save the plastic, right? Save the plastic. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're working it out with DaVinci Resolve, I mean, I have to pay every month for Premiere Pro, so, and I will keep doing that because I know how to work it. And a Snickers, man. I'm going Joe Pesci up in here, huh? Brian Chambers. I got you, man. I know where you're coming from. So, anyway, I forget. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I pay like $22 a month for Premiere Pro. So, if you don't have to pay like that for DaVinci Resolve and you know how to work it, you just hit a slam dunk, dude. Yeah, I like spicy. But I don't like Tabasco sauce spicy. Like wings and stuff, I don't care for. But like, I'll take some spicy stuff. I like things that are blackened. I can deal with some Cajun, but I don't like that Tabasco-y, red hot stuff. It's like vinegary or something. Thank you for that, Brian. 4 minutes left. 300 more days to go for Ute to get a year in. Man, that sounds like a good time. I want to be able to do it out my back door, dude. And not bring planes to the field because they're already there. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't care for wings. The jerk reminds me of early Air Marshal. Yes, I said it. Sue me. Says Captain Photon. I like sushi too if you cook it. You know, it's probably 30 degrees now. Today it was like in the 40s. Move to SoCal, man. What's up, Mike Bird? Mike SSI says, good show, even with the glitchy Max Headroom special effects and the green screen is awesome. Sushi is bait, says Pterodactyl. Take care, man. You're right. Cook it and I'll eat it. Yeah, man. I used to get this fancy tuna pasta deal, man. And they prepared it the right way. So it's like rare in the middle. And it's like cook it all the way and blacken that son again. I want a tuna steak blackened with a quattro formaggi penne pasta. Oh man, the best cheese sauce ever. The place was great. In Muncie. Called Mezzaluna. They had one in like Indianapolis, maybe Bloomington as well. I don't know whatever happened to those guys. But I had traded artwork for meals. I had like artwork hanging up in the restaurant. And they paid me cash and like, what was it? Like 6 dates. It was like 12 meals, but I was like, man, I want 6 dates. Like I'm gonna bring someone here. This is nice. My art's hanging up. Dan Zimmerman said last time he saw sushi, it had a hook in it. Pilot Jerry, see you later. Yeah, man, I got to get batteries and stuff ready to go. Tomorrow's looking like a good day as well. I'm really anxious to see our footage from today. I appreciate you guys' support. Bookmark pilotryanmedia.com, guys. Thank you for using that. Click your favorite brands. I'm telling you, there's always something going on. Whether you see it or not, what is always going on in the background eventually comes to fruition. So stay tuned. Follow BitGo Hobby on socials. Follow me on socials. I'm here looking at Bobby because he's got a container coming in with some new stuff next week. So it's going to be dropping. Be checking BitGo, be checking here. Turn on notifications too. I mean, some of this stuff's probably going to go fast. And if you want in on cutting edge innovation, if you like riding the cusp of innovation, then you want to stay following us. If I really do want to apologize if I'm a little surly or a little down tonight. Look, it happens. I apologize. I apologize and I'm sorry. That's like saying you're sorry twice, isn't it? I'm a real person. Sometimes I'm down. So anyway, peace out on that one. Nothing better than raw, fresh fish from Hawaii. Captain Photon, world traveler. Captain Photon acts like a world traveler, but you know he works the booth at the toll road, right? Can we all just address the elephant in the room? He's an influencer for Invicta watches? No, he's not. The dude collects tolls on the Dan Ryan. I'm just teasing. Photon. We don't know what you do because it's a secret. Thank you, Fred. Oh, that's awesome, Hunter. Doing improved, huh? When's that happen, GB? I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, Cubby, thanks for coming by. All you new people, sorry. Thanks for coming by. Subscribe if you want to see some airplane videos. If you want to see a dude like battle depression, then tune in to show number 139. Roll inverted, Ryan, then down is up. I almost did one of those today. All right, guys. Dennis Farley, I don't even remember now. You said that I may be right, but I don't know about what. Tell me in the text. C Mafia, what's up, man? You're coming just in time to... We're going to split. But good to see you. Yeah, thanks, Wild Bill. Give everybody a minute to say goodbye to each other. Pound it. The Tiger Moth almost went up today. A nice donut, dude. And a cup of coffee. Great show, Ryan. I was about out of this hobby a year ago, and you brought me back. Thank you, Eddie K. Keep your chin up. Thank you, you. No problem, Seamoff. Michael Sherman. Hey, before you go, man, you'll appreciate this. Oh, yeah, Dennis. Okay. So, thank you, John Graham. Jason, I will. I'll check that out. So I've been upgrading the Gen 8 Red Cat that I got at BitGo. So I put the Spectrum Firma in here, so now I'm running on my DX5C and the throttle response is super dialed in. With the little Expo, this thing doesn't jump. You know, it's really smooth. I got different tires on here, Pro Lines that I got from Horizon Hobby. And actually, the interior that's in there, it's hard to see, but it's there, is a Pro Line body shell interior that also came from Horizon. So this got the light kit in it. I got some metal shackles, Pro Line tires. I think it needs some bits and bobs, maybe some 3D printed, like just the stuff the crawlers guys are using, like strapping on the roof rack or letting be in the bed of the truck. But yeah, Michael Sherman, I know you do some crawling, so the Red Cat Gen 8 is looking good. I don't even have the lights turned on right now, but I've got brake lights, reverse lights. This thing is really coming along. And I mean, I love my Axial SCX 10.3, which is pretty much like that out of the box, already done. But it's been fun to put my personal touch into this one too, I gotta say. Yeah, man. I don't know if they're actual bead locks. They're not. They just look like bead locks, but they're not. Thank you, Fred. William in the Great Northwest. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Purple Crawler, yeah, man. Purple Crawler, it's awesome. I'm going to do a legit video on it. I've done a little bit on just some social posts, but by the time it's over with, I have a feeling I may have that censored set up in there, brushless. I don't know, it's fun. Like last year, I really got into the bashers, and it's expensive if you buy them all. So I still have them. So I'm just really getting the stuff that excites me at the moment, you know. So some of the new stuff. Bobby and I had to get the drag racers though. The new Losi, no prep drag cars, like it's happening. We're just waiting on them, like everybody else. It's a whole different side of Horizon. So we, you know, whatever we see over there that we like, we get.
You guys do some street racing though.
Oh yeah, dude. It's, yeah. No rules for me. I think those things would be awesome if the wheels were all the same size and you just oval raced them. I don't even care. It could happen. I want to oval race the Felony.
Yeah.
That thing's got such a tendency to break loose. It'd just be awesome. Yeah, we race them. Get one. We'll race them. Those things are so fast.
I keep looking at the darn LMT now all the time.
The LMT is sick.
I'm like, you can't win. There's too much cool stuff.
I know, man. And the thing is, we got airplanes to do.
I know.
All right, let's see. So be staying tuned to the channel, guys. Things going down on Thursday. Can't wait to see what that's going to be, y'all. It's silver, Jordan. Yeah, you're right. The Aeroshell scheme looks pretty good. I'm definitely partial to the Canadian Air Force, RCAF paint schemes on the Harvard, personally. July 4th will be 3 years consecutive flying days for you. What? Well, that's amazing. Man, I'd be good by now if I got to fly that many days in a row. Son of a gun. Yeah, Michael Sherman. I'm thinking I might do the Triel brass stuff to it as well. I'm just going all in. You know, little bits and pieces. I mean, it adds up, but it's like it's still cheaper than fixing bashers all the time. But I kind of figured out how to finesse those and land them and things like that, which is a lot of fun. That new 8S Creighton EXB looks amazing. But I just don't have any business. I got the big Outcast and the X-Max already. And that Super Baja Ray is just completely choice. Oh no, C-Moff, you had a crash? That stinks. It happens to everyone. Doesn't it, Bobby? 3.5 minutes, 12 seconds.
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
It's all out of whack.
It's all out of whack, man. All right, I lied. It's 10 minutes after. I was going to go 10 minutes ago. Guys, thank you so much. Show 139. Holding it down, getting it done. Got a big day of content capture tomorrow as well. Got to get things batteried up, charged up, ready to go. Ready to go. Tomorrow the winds are going to be better than they were today. I'm sure there's some stuff I'm not happy with, probably from today, that I'll want to reshoot. And but I think the HSD stuff's all going up tomorrow. The new ones, the 262 and the Cessna. Or if Kenny's still here, the Cessna. He doesn't say it that way anymore. But it's okay if you do, man. It's okay if you do. People talk to, I mean, when you're on YouTube, people tell you about how you wear your shirt. Dude, I wasn't asking. I wasn't asking. My hat's crooked. So what? Your hat's crooked. Actually, I don't even know. I can't see it because you're not on YouTube. I am. And I'm wearing my hat crooked. Leave me alone. And if I want to call this pink, I can call it pink. And you can't do nothing about it.
Well, I bought a hat the other day. I thought it was black, but it identified as pink. So
There you go.
I was shit out of luck.
For the cure.
Yeah.
For the cure. Man, YouTube's acting funny. All right, guys. See you later. We're going to roll. See you in the videos. See you in the comment sections. Thanks for supporting the shorts. PilotRideMedia.com. Bookmark it. Click your favorite brands when you go shopping. Really appreciate it.
New videos coming from Big Go Hobby this weekend.
New videos coming for Bobby K at BitGo. Check it before you wreck it. Turn on your notifications for all your favorite dudes. All right? We're going to roll in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. Be glad you were here because this one's probably going down. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time. Later, guys. Oh, how do you do this?